You're right, heading into game one of this best of three. You know, some might call it a grudge match. Some might not like that word, but there's a lot of motivation here for these players to get a victory. Whether it's, you know, trading wins through the last couple of Dream Leagues, this would be PARIVISION's turn to win, or the fact that Crystallis was on Tundra not long ago. Already up in each other's faces. Shards thrown by Saxa, get a bit of damage onto Satanic. And Ducalis had already stepped up before the creeps had even met to get a few free hits in. Asserting dominance in lanes, which is exactly what's happening top. Whitemon, he's down. 9 class and DM, level 1 first blood. Might lose the slot to Crystallis, though, as he will find the trade.
And eventually you'll get your level 6 on mid lane, probably. But 9 class having a really good time. Only been involved in the 2 kills, but finding a lot of small objectives. Doom,
down at bottom.
Ulti ready. Not gonna throw for the
going to use it frivolously on the Ancient Apparition, and with no one's arrival, Tusk forced a snowball up right under the tier 1 tower, so the final touches of Satanic can bring him down. Wait, classic male gamer issues, having commitment problems, right? But it has been a very steady, deliberate game. It's not as if nothing's happening. There's been attempts, little pokes and prods, and right now BZM is going to give the X boat to 9 class, who has his ulti back up again, but the pounce, it gets blocked up. BZM doesn't allow him to jump to high ground. Forced to eat the Greater Lotus. 9 class low at 100 HP and swipe down. BZM finally getting up on the board. 1-0-0 for the Kunkka. Yes, I'm involved.
Oh, they're not even going for the worm.
Gate, though.
They want the
BZM
kill.
with 3-3, they go up top. You're right. So there's AA Tiny to get an observer ward down near the Tormentor and realize there's nobody there.
Coming for the
Top
king.
Lane, they go straight for the Wraith King. X
He just got Radiant.
The shards. DM does have Radiance. And he's starting to burn the back a bit, and he's quite tanky. No one in with the Ice Blast over the top. Saxa low. Supernova is there to give a bit of protection in this fight, zoning out the rest of PARIVISION. They lose Saxa as DM respawns and comes back in onto the Doom. 3-3 being focused. And Satanic's Terrorblade coming in from the right-hand side splits the fight right down in the middle. So 3-3 gets isolated and slain. Whitemon and BZM run off to the right. And it looks like Crystallis is able to get out towards that mid lane as well.
Oh, that was a really good counter move and unfortunate timing for Tundra. Literally, the second they gank the Wraith King, he gets the Radiance into his inventory. And I think without it, the fight will look different. Crystallis, quick reaction on mid there, blinking out. But might not be safe yet.
I mean, they tossed back the Phoenix. No dive for Whitemon, and they know there's no Supernova. So DM comes back in with a stun and a burn. Phoenix down.
Phoenix down, and the aggression keeps coming from PARIVISION, so it wasn't around the Tormentor the fight develops. Instead, it's around these other objectives going for tower, and they want to slow down the Radiance timing, but not getting it. Now PARIVISION instead going to be the ones who are very happy. Interesting to see the Eul Scepter spam this game coming out. It is really great against Doom. And of course the X-Mark combo is a little bit harder. You can still bait out the Eul, so to say, and then Torrent combo under the Eul Scepter instead. But it adds one layer of protection.
Can you still, if Kunkka X-Marks himself, can you still Eul's him to keep him in place?
Yes. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, so it's pretty good later on to get Saxa bottom. He was trying to do some split pushing, but he has no business being down here. Got spotted out. It's very good later on for potential TA pushes with X-Mark, right? TA blinks in, and you can X-Mark pull her back. But if you have multiple Eul Scepters, that's a dangerous play to make.
Yeah, it becomes nigh on impossible. Crystal is not feeling particularly safe over by his Ancients.
Ooh, he's been spotted.
Just never-ending scouting from 9 class. Finds the TA, gives the opening for no one. Crystallis tries to step back with Refraction coming off cooldown in a second. The Sunray will buy time for it. So Crystallis steps back to the tier 2. Saxa going to get tossed onto him, though. Snowball, it's there forward, but Crystallis already died to it.
And Doom also dropping.
Now in danger. Swiped down by DM, and BZM kind of left on his lonesome. Jumped and tossed, sent back into the middle of PARIVISION. Tundra just ripped apart one by one. 9 class yet again sets it all up with a vision for his teammates to come in and whack them.
You really mentioned it there towards the end. The 9 class impact this game is the huge difference. He is just giving all the information, making the game easy to play for PARIVISION. You're not going to be fighting any real hero. You're just fighting ghosts at this point.
So what do we need from Tundra if they still want to have this?
It's been locked.
You're right. Trapped down in that bottom right corner. He's going to throw a boat, use his Glimmer Cape, but 9 Class is going to come in, cut him off at the pass. Even picks up the kill. So is this going to come down to Tundra like using traps, getting vision on high ground? Like, what objective do they play for now, though, with Roshan dead?
It's very difficult. I think we need to just see them start grouping and getting some value out of the Doom ulti, getting Kunkka together with some other people. They have yet to be the aggressors in any fight.
2 fights happening at the same time. Chrysalis up on top, turns with 3-3 onto the Slark. They've got the pesky fish down and out. But Chrysalis is stunned up by the Wraith King. No further follow through, while Satanic does pick up Whitemon on the other side of the map. And the other fight was actually them going on the Tusk in the bottom lane, I believe. So they just moved from one lane to the other.
Yeah, and they take out the mid-tier 2 TB going for objectives with this Aegis, realizing that he can just go and get whatever he wants. Be just commit for like Daedalus or MKB, but yeah, the question is, can she get that? Nullfire is already costly. Tusk has been set up on.
Pounce into Yules. Sax dodges the Wraithfire Blast very nicely with the Snowball, and Chrysalis waits in the wings for an attempt to go in. BZM sent forward on towards them with a boat on the Tiny. No one's going to run off to the left. And 3-3, he's running around in circles trying to find a target. Where did Paravision go? They were here a second ago. Now he has to BKB and run. Tundra, they've realized this isn't their fight to have anymore. Terrorblade breaks up into that Ancients area. They're going to turn on Chrysalis as no one's found the opening. Now an Ice Blast over the top. DM just wandering into the midst of Tundra here. Ice Blast lands, Sax about to fall. A toss forward of a TB Illusions clearing through BZM alongside DM. It is a bloodbath as Tundra get handled. Absolutely slaughtered by their own Ancients. And Paravision looking for the 5th. It's 3-3's Doom down, and a high ground attempt is to come.
Man, they dominated from the laning stage and just kept on going. And they're gonna call GG. They know the game is over. They took a massive team fight, lost it right by their base, and that means they can just lay into it. So no chance for Tundra to turn this one around. 20-3, Gareth. How did Paravision just get away with this one so fast?
Absolutely wild. They got all their heroes. Ducalis AA, this Wraith King for DM. That Terrorblade was a real genius pick towards the end that Winter called out as well. Just a very well crafted draft by Paravision, and it just felt like they were firing all cylinders. They were warmed up, ready to go. Let's just be real, 9 Class Slark. You can't play Dota when you can't see enemy heroes.
And Paravision with the carry here. Here, no one's looking at him. Do you want to play Evo? Sure.
You think? I was excited. I believed. It'll be the Gyrocopter instead, 23rd out from Parivision.
If you look at the draft, I think I'd still lean Parry. This just feels maybe a little bit easier to play.
Thank you so much, boys. Yeah, let's head into game 2 here. I mean, a strong performance in game 1 leads to what looks like another confident draft from Paravision. Tundra, Waga have a lot of moving parts, don't they?
Yeah, they definitely do. Tundra have a lineup. We already have a Brawl. One of those moving parts.
Yeah, one of the moving parts is about to be killed. The Keeper of the Light, that first pick, dead as Satanic takes first blood, and they immediately smoke as well. And so far, BZM is rather quiet. 9 minutes in, 0-0-0. Wanting to change that as quickly as possible, though. Shifts up to top, and they're on to Ducalis and Satanic, but Whitemon's getting blasted. Has to snowball to buy some time as this puck opens up onto BZM. They chase the Ember out of the fight. He's zipped into mid, so you've left the rest of Tundra open to the remaining aggression, but Whitemon up to the high ground. No one. Gap closes onto him. Right on the Tusk's tail here. A couple more seconds until Snowball. Not going to happen, though. No one will secure that kill as Satanic takes his courier alongside it.
Finally get him down. Now we have all the heroes positioned for pushing. Caudle gonna do what he can, deep pushing this though. Level 3 Illuminate will slow down the push a bit. He'll get rid of the creeps and might actually stop a lot of the push.
Caudle's so good at this deep push, just hiding in the trees.
He has Stampede on Centaur, so he's going in, but Steering Change could be dangerous.
Down to half health. Vanguard going to work. DM
more Steering Chains
get whittled down here. Level 3 Searing Chains, yeah, with his Saxacotl behind him. BZM finally unleashed. Gets his first kill of the game. Satanic killed off by Whitemon and 3-3. They're going to turn back onto Whitemon and kill him with 3-3 dropping low to that Macropire. 9 Class and Ducalis have found a trade back. Reincarnation's here, though. Does Paravision have backup arriving? 3-3 and Saxa with BZM going to kill off the Jakiro under tower. TP's starting to arrive now with no one's puck coming into the fray. But 9 Classes, he's got to bail out on this. No one. What is he? Invis. He's hiding away.
Yeah, he's looking at them. Knows the
Tinkerbait.
Wraith King doesn't have ulti, but it's a bit dangerous to go on him.
Sweeping move is happening. Ember,
With the
Tusk,
meta,
both
though.
maneuvering into that top tier 1.
That tier 1 doesn't look easy to defend. They would have to TP a lot of heroes if they wanted to. Jakiro tries to split push bottom, but he's going to be caught off.
Yeah, straight in there from BZM and 3-3. Ducalis stepped up towards the tower and will pay the price for it.
And everyone else in his team just jungling right now. Gyrocopter farming up an ancient stack. The Centaur trying to build items. He gets spotted by Tusk. Know what he's up to.
They're kind of scrambling to hit their timings. Feeling that Tundra are starting to build up this head of steam. The pace is building pretty quickly. The stacks are keeping everyone topped up. With health and mana as the Tinker. He's been found by BZM. The Skeletons chase forward onto 9 class, but the call down from Satanic. Big rockets landing onto Tundra's heads. Wraith King, no mana. He can't. He can't respawn.
It's a good thing. He didn't want to have mana, so he popped the Bone Guard, I think, to waste his mana earlier there. When they went on him.
So he died twice, right?
Yeah. He wants to keep his ulti ready. His team would just not be in time. DM.
Top lane. DM again being run at. Whitemon and Chrysalis, and of course the Costal who appears out of nowhere. Mysterious figure from thin air,
Whitemon is
as
playing
the
a
Wisdom
great
Shrine
game.
is there as well.
Going towards the bottom fight. Ember's in. Chasing down
3-3.
onto Jakiro.
Chasing Ducalis. They've got shards to block him. Snowball onto Satanic. They want multiple kills here. Ducalis down, but look at Satanic and no one go. Whitemon gets blown up. 3-3 does respawn, gets a few more hits into this gyro, and they'll finish him off with a nice sleight of fist from long range out of BZM. 9 class now out of resources, but alongside no one, it looks like Tundra not going to go diving too deep. Instead, healing back up under the watchful eyes of this.
Otherwise, that's where their draft was kind of lacking. We can go towards Quick Torm now.
Yeah, I mean, here is exactly why we've seen the last 3 fights happen in this bottom right-hand corner around that Radiant Tier 1. It finally gets cracked. Tormentor taken. But PARIVISION, they don't want to give this part of the map for free. They get onto 3-3, Wraith King gone, and the Stampede forward gets this gyro into position to chase onto the TB, but he's gone through the gate. No one with a coil up to the north has found
100%.
BZM's Ember Spirit, though, and that's a takedown by no one. A double kill for him as they try gate up to top. The homing missile. It's on the
across
TB.
the map. It's coming.
Where is it? Where's it coming from and where's it going?
It's close. It's close. It's coming from behind now, but, you know, nobody else is chasing, so it's homing missile did its job. Radiant need to hit their timing very hard once they go for it. The BKB and the Crimson Guard, you want to make a lot of stuff happen with it.
Oh, this is such a pivotal moment now. DM under the Will-O-Wisp, shards to block the exit, a slight chance to catch him, but DM, he's reasonably tanky still at half HP with Stampede at the ready, and in the meantime, 3-3 has had to run away. No one in 9 class have held the line. BZM at half health. If he gets stunned, might be in trouble. Gets back to high ground. Tundra holding the terrain to their advantage, trying to poke down to low ground in this river where 9 class is under the shards, and Roshan has made his appearance on a scene of the crime where 9 class has died. Now the Stampede gets them onto the Tusk, but immediately running away, allowing no one to go for the second jump. Now 3-3 stuck down in the river here, being annihilated by Satanic. The Gyrocopter shows up. Wraith King down. This Will-O-Wisp is annoying, and Satanic hits the ground. Ember Spirit jumps in now onto Ducalis and DM. Terrorblade can keep opening up as well. Has Thunder ready if need be. And BZM is causing issues here for the Puck and Jakiro. Jumping left and right, forcing no one to orb back to safety.
Ooh, risky TP. No one not in time with turning around. Had the Blink Dagger ready. May have.
No one is playing so boldly. The complete, utter freedom to play this side of the map, knowing that there's not really anything that they can do to you. 504 Puck, and I just don't see that changing anytime soon. There's no Orchid, there's no Scythe of Ice or anything like that, right? I could imagine Sax are just going Scythe next item, huh?
There's an Orchid queued up on Chrysalis TB, but first he has a Nullifier queued up. So he does not like the saves coming out from Tinker. He is not a big fan of the heals and the defense matrix, particularly.
That's nasty stuff. I'm going to try and jump 9 class, though. BZM with 3-3. Will-O-Wisp on his head as well. 9 class, he's popped all his spells and his mech surviving a little longer than expected, but that Illuminate is enough in the end.
Death
Now with
on the
Terrorblade
tower, though.
Metamorphosis.
can make it
And they
dangerous to
appear to-
defend the tower.
Taking a lot of damage. Gyrocopter and Centaur doesn't look like they've got any inclination of joining this.
I like
No
it.
one popped the
Stylus changed his
Invis and-
itemization. He's going Orchid before the Nullifier.